recap. Arie meets 29 gorgeous women as his journey for love begins. 5 years after he was dumped by Emily Maynard, Arie Luyendyk Jr. is back as the Bachelor. Follow along in our recap as he meets the women vying for his heart. Emily Maynard rejected Arie Luyendyk Jr. on Season 8 of The Bachelorette, but now, he's back for a second chance at finding love on Season 22 of The Bachelor. To kick off the premiere, Arie admits he's nervous about going on this journey again, but knows finding love is possible, as he's certain he was in love with Emily. We get caught up on where Arie's at now. He stopped driving race cars full-time and settled down as a real estate agent. However, he hasn't been in love since The Bachelorette. Finally, it's time to start getting to know the women looking for love with Arie. First up is Chelsea, 29, who's a single mom from Maine. Next up is Carolyn, 26, who's a real estate agent from Florida, but says finding a husband and having kids is on the top of her priority list. Michael, 23, is a professional photographer from Utah, who admits she's constantly jealous of all the happy couples she photographs during bridal and engagement shoots. We meet Nisha, 30, next, who is an orthopedic nurse and adrenaline junkie, and is ready to take the leap for love. The next woman we meet is Tia, 26, a small-town Arkansas girl who's actually friends with Nick Viall's runner-up, Raven Gates. Up next is Kendall, 26, who lets us in on her hobby of collecting taxidermy and admits she's never had a relationship longer than a year long. The youngest contestant, Becca, is 22 years old, but is employed as a nanny to a 15-month-old baby and loves Arie's background as a race car driver. Merrick, 27, owns an Indian restaurant with her mom in Utah, and is admittedly nervous about dating a man who's dating so many other women. We also meet Crystal, 29, who works as health and fitness coach, and volunteers for the homeless in her spare time. Finally, it's time for Arie to meet the women himself. Carolyn, the realtor, is first out of the limo, and jokes, "If we do our jobs right maybe we'll both be off the market." Arie is instantly stunned by Chelsea and notes, she's interesting after her cryptic opening line, "There's a lot to get to know." He meets Kendall next, followed by a woman named Sane, 27, who's a real estate manager. She gives Arie elephant cufflinks for good luck. Tia also gives Arie a gift, a tiny wiener, so he remembers she's from Winor, Arkansas. "Please tell me you don't already have one of these," she jokes. The next woman is Bibiana, 30, who makes a race car joke to Arie. She's followed by Britt, 25, a former softball player turned sports reporter who catches Arie's attention by throwing him a softball out of a limo. Becca makes a huge entrance by showing up in a red convertible and telling Arie, "I may be young, but I can still appreciate something classic." As more women continue to arrive, the ladies become more and more nervous about the competition. Then, we're hit with an influx of Laurens. There are 4 Laurens this season: Lauren S., Lauren J., Lauren B. and Lauren G. Whoa. The final girl to show up is Michael, who arrives in a race car and immediately has the other women, particularly Chelsea, seeming pretty envious. Once everyone's inside, Chelsea immediately pulls Arie aside. He's intrigued because she's mysterious, but their conversation doesn't last long, as she's interrupted by Michael, and not happy about it. Arie has his first kiss with a woman named Brittany T. after they partake in a mini-car race. And, yes, she confirms that he lives up to the Kissing Bandit nickname. As the women continue to try and race to talk to Arie and make a good first impression, tension mounts over who will get the first impression rouse. Arie shows interest in Jenna, who gives him a foot massage and leaves him intrigued, and Annalise, who showed up in a masquerade mask and finally lets him take it off during their sincere one-on-one time. Chelsea continues to worry about her time being cut short, so she steals another minute with Arie by interrupting his conversation with Crystal. Oh, and they make out, too. The bold move leaves some of the other girls a bit irritated because of the hypocrisy and the fact that some of the women didn't even get to speak to Arie once at that point. Arie has a great connection with Becca after their one-on-one time, and says that she set the bar high. It's not enough to get her the first impression rose, though, in the end, that goes to Chelsea. A lot of the girls aren't happy about this, particularly Crystal. At the first rose ceremony, Arie gives the rest of his roses to Becca K, Mayrick, Kendall, Lauren G, Crystal, Bika, Lauren S, Sane, Carolyn, Brittany T, Bibiana, Annalise, Jenna, Valerie, Jacqueline, Jenny, Lauren B, Ashley, Tia and Mikkel. Keep refreshing because we'll be updating our live blog all episode long as the episode airs. Hollywood Lifers, do you think Arie will find the woman of his dreams on The Bachelor?